Greetings everyone and welcome to Berke Creations podcast. My name is Sophie and I live in Transylvania on our micro farm, I like to say nowadays. And today I'm podcasting on our veranda. I have my beautiful amaryllis that just passed its prime. I wanted to podcast 2 days ago, but everybody was so busy cutting their grass. It was really loud here. So I hope you enjoyed the bird song today. And let me talk about my knitting and knitting failures, and the projects that I'm happy with and the projects that I'm not so happy with. My first project is something I talked about last time. It's Downhill by Erica Knight, and I made it in a very nice blue fluffy drops type yarn, so which is a blown yarn and is really soft. It has alpaca and soft and warm and kind of lightweight. I knew that this garment will grow after blocking, but it only grew lengthwise, obviously, and so now I achieved the perfect length, like under the knee, and it's really nice drape to it, but on a bust it's really fitted, and that's not what I was aiming for. I kind of wanted the same look like on the picture, roomy and cozy sweater dress. So it's here, and the neckband, it's kind of nice finish, and I love the sleeves and this long ribbing on the sleeves. I can fold it back, and it's so fluffy and cozy. It's perfect. And also like on the how you call it, I also like this portion, which is a really long a really big chunk of ribbing with a split back, and it kind of turned out nicely, and it's a shame it doesn't fit the way I wanted, and I messed it up this again with my calculations and thinking about it's gonna grow. So this piece is kind of a success, just not for me. I hope somebody will find this nice, and I want to auction it actually, or sell it if somebody is interested, so you can contact me. I have here just a little clip about all the measurements. This actually is like size M, but I have them exactly now on the screen for you. So just, if you want it, just let me know. And for anyone who wants to know what I'm wearing, I have the top hat by Woolly Worm Hat that I knitted a while ago, and I gave it to my sister, but she was here and forgot it here, and I was thinking I could just show it off and wear for the podcast, since when I made that I never had a podcast before. And the blouse is wrought iron by Anna Johanna. Another great pattern that I really enjoy. I really liked the both neck, this really big open neck. It's kind of sometimes to choose what to wear underneath, but it's okay. I've worn this a lot actually. My second project is almost finished. Last time I kind of lost the footage about it, but I don't mind, because I started to make some close-ups and some more details about it, and I'm thinking to just make a little clip because I'm really much in search of making a garment that is, for me, it's perfect for my great hobby of gardening. And this is something that is very rustic, in a super rustic yarn, and yeah, and it's just perfect that all the work in the garden and the weather conditions. The pattern is Rusty Tuku by Suzanne Sommer, and that is sweater, but I converted it to make a jacket because I think that is more appropriate for all the work outside. And these are my lovely colors, and you can see it's like a very rustic, kind of prickly yarn. So I have achieved a bigger size, a very cozy size with it, because the recommended yarn, which is Tuku wool, is fingering weight yarn. It's a Finnish sock yarn, and this one has no name and is more DK weight. But I really like how the grey and the green look together. This is a very warm, nice grey, very natural yarn, and the green has all this flex to it, which is lovely. And I think I'm gonna finish that clip about this in a coming week and have it presented more in detail. So you could see in the picture it has this lovely kind of false seam or stitch that travels, and I have that also on the sides, continuing underarm. And I think in the pattern was not the same like this, but this is what I went with. And also in the pattern I did not have folded edges, but I did that because of the contrasting yarn, and also because it kind of adds a weight to it. So I really like that kind of finish. Just such a brief introduction about my Rusty Tuku, but I really want to make that different style of video about all the little details of this garment, and just talk more like that. And I would really love to have next time your opinion if like those kind of presentations much more than this podcast style. So I'm moving on more exciting and more colorful projects now, and that one would be this shawl. You can see I'm still working on it, but how exciting this looks actually. Obviously it's only just like 1 meter now, and it needs a nice blocking. It would have been nicer if I blocked it for you guys, but I didn't do that at the moment. Next time perhaps. Anyway, just imagine when I block it and all these whips you can see. So the pattern for this is Stole Dunes by Svetlana Gordon, a Russian designer, which is so, I think is so talented and should be more famous for her really intricate and floral and kind of crazy technique ideas and garments and projects. I did make one other garment from her, which is almost finished, so perhaps next time you can see these two together. Also, this goes really slowly. I'm like, I have no needles in it because actually the other one is the best side now. Yeah, I have no needles in it because the technique requires that at one point all your stitches except one on the last are off the needle, and you will have to be picking up again to make these in between ridges, which I have mostly in blackish color. And she used amazing yarn that is I think it looks so good together, but since I don't have that kind of yarn, I try to use all these color fading yarns that I have, and yeah, they are just sometimes a ball or half a ball, and then kind of combining it so that more dull colors together with brighter colors. So sometimes one of my strips will be in with one ball and then another ball, and they kind of they just blend in nicely, I think. Felt I need more blue in it, so I added that too. And for in between, I'm using this yeah, black together with some Bordeaux, and okay, I just have this tag, I mean piece of the tag. So yeah, that's what I'm using in between to have the colors to pop more. So this is like super exciting project, but as I said, it goes so slowly, kind of like I have time to make maybe 1 or 2 strips in a day. No, I have time to do that now because of gardening season, and vegetable garden time is not so much time to work on this, so I kind of put it aside. I could stare at it all day. So yeah, this is something that it's kind of a long-term project, and it will take time until it's the length that I'm happy with. I have seen other projects that some people, instead of having a stole from this, like or a big shawl, wearing a big shawl, they kind of easily converted it into have a tea or yeah, just something, just the top. Yeah, but I think I have so many blouses and the sweaters and all this for the top half of the body. I really wanted to have more accessories, so yeah, I really recommend this pattern. And of course it's more advanced because you are turning a lot and picking up a lot of stitches. I must say I was pretty confident about picking up stitches, but with this I am even more confident, because all the time that I finish one strip and I have to pick up for the other row, which goes in other way. I mean, yeah, let me show you closer. Also, you are going all the time this way and decreasing, increasing, and then when you are finished, then you have to pick up all these stitches on the top, and that goes another way. So because picking up so many stitches, I just became so confident. My numbers is always correct, always the given number for this. The favorite yarn that I'm using for this project is kind of this one. I only had 1.5 ball of this type of yarn, and it's just really lovely and really fun to work with, exciting. It's kind of the brightest one in all of this palette, so when this finished, I don't know what I can use, but it would have been fun to just have all the bright colors and not so many colors in it, I guess. Anyway, this project is most fun in in yarn that has all this long color changes. I think that's what the best suited for this. I mean, I don't like so much the projects with just two colors, one for the background and one for the waves. I think, I don't know, they are just too much of contrast perhaps, but yeah, anyone can experiment with it. So let me know if you would like to make such project. It's kind of a long time investment, but I guess it's totally worth it. From time to time, when I will have a spare moment and the need for this, just pick it up and make one wave. And I already made like almost 30 waves, so, and that took me a long time, like probably more than a month. So that's what I mean. But you can learn so much and become so much more confident in your own knitting by taking on such a complicated looking project, which at the end you realize it's not even that complicated, and yeah, it just boosts your confidence about the knitting. Wow, it looks amazing. I have to take a picture here. And the last project that I'm working on is just a little cutie project that is this hooded vest for my son. And I did one for him before, but I did in dark blue, and all the dark blues that were worsted weight yarn were a little bit different shades, and it doesn't turn out just so cute how I wanted. It was more like a, I don't know, this animation character stitch. So anyway, as a tradition for me and for us, when my son's birthday is approaching, I make him a garment. Usually I make it bigger because his birthday is in end of May and it's pretty warm and he cannot wear the garment all summer, but he can wear it in following autumn. So I started to make that project, and I am now up here making the hood. I have to rip back because I eyeballed it, and it turned out too snug, the hood, and so I went back to make it longer and bigger for him. And I'm not so much following the pattern anymore. She had different technique for the hood, and I will make this time also differently, just kind of knitting here together on the two sides and have little ears little ears made that way. I don't know if I will have like add long bunny ears, but we will see. And the yarn is a Regia kind of dicky weight sock yarn, something like that. And I only had 4 balls, which will be 460 meters, and I really hope that will be enough for him. Kind of found another ball that is a little bit darker, and I think I'm gonna use that for all the ribbing so that I can have the length as much as I want. So in the pattern she has you to start with the ribbing on the bottom, because I want to use up all the yarn and I didn't know if I will have enough. I just started off on a provisional cast on, yeah, and then just first of all just make the upper part, and then I will go back with as much as yarn as I have left, and I will go back and knit as long as I can with it. This cute hood. Yeah, that's our solo rooster that is making himself heard. So yeah, this is something just really quick and really fun. And I'm using my preferred needles, which are 4mm cubic needles, and these are metal needles, and just really perfect for this type of superwash yarn. It's superwash, but it feels really not so plasticky. It's nice. Yeah. So, and I noticed I make for my son a lot of grey stuff, but I think this kind of hood just looks the best in the grey, like on the picture. I was okay. No, actually, I was thinking that if I make something in this brick red color, like a fox, then I could have like a little fox vest for him. But I only had that type of yarn in acrylic, and I don't want to use so much acrylic. Probably all my acrylics I'm just gonna use for a rug or something to weave. So yeah. But yeah, I would really love if somebody makes this type of vest for their little ones and uses this foxy color. I think that would be so much fun. And lastly, I have something that I did not make myself, but I found in a thrift store, and I felt I just have to rescue it. And is this 80s style of machine knitted cardigan, but I checked it on the internet, and I think this brand it was around in the 80s, and yeah, it's Sabrina by Janet P. And it's 26% wool, 26% alpaca, and 48% acrylic. But it feels really nice, and it's really woolly and really nice alpaca feeling, and it's just so artsy. It's really beautiful, and I would love to wear it if the size it wouldn't be like it's size 42, and it's kind of getting big for me. And what I don't like so much at the moment are this kind of sleeves. I know that that's become fashionable, but for me it just feels really, really 80s, and somehow doesn't blend into my overall style, which is the more cozy and not something that to pop out. But I don't know, if somebody wants this jacket, just let me know. I would be happy to send it to someone, yeah, for reasonable amount, to send it to someone that would really love to wear this. Yeah, I really love to hang it up and look at it, but I did not wear it, and I don't think I will. Even the buttons are kind of cool, like sometimes mushrooms, sometimes heart. So yeah, little heart. And with this fun embroidery, that's one thing on my list, to try embroidery on knitting. So yeah, it looks really whimsical and magical and really, really cute cardigan. So I just, as I said, I just have to save it. I have to save it from the thrift store. So I think this is gonna be today's podcast. Probably just gonna be pretty short, but enjoy some views from our garden and the plants. And I hope you really liked the sound. It was okay for you with all the birds and everything. And I will see you very soon, hopefully. Take care and bye.